So it rained last night. Today is 9/23/20. So we're having to play big truck mechanic. Fix what was giving trouble while we was running. You know, little things that didn't prevent us from running, but needs to be fixed. That's what we're doing today. That's the air compressor on the big truck. We think the governor for the air compressor, or the unloader valve, whatever you want to call it, is building up air and not popping off. So we got it pulled off. We're pulling the fittings out of it. I called Napa, they said they got one. So we're gonna go get one of them. We've got the trailer in here to work on it. We got those torque rod bushings, those arms right there. Trailer's good and wet. That's gonna be fun. We had this trailer clean when we started, but y'all see how that trailer is tipped to one side there, lower on the left hand side than the right hand side? You can really tell it when you look at it in comparison to the axle up underneath there. We got to find out what's going on with it. So we had to get us a brand new hose for our 1-inch gun. Got us a 1/2-inch Flexzilla hose. Had a hose we bought at Harbor Freight. It did not last long. Some things at Harbor Freight are better than others. I would not advise buying their air hose. We used it 2 times, and yeah, we used it 2 times. We're getting our press set up to press these bushings out of this torque rod arm. We got it out. We had to took our 1-inch impact to get the bolts loose. See them bushings in there? There. They could be in a little better shape. I've seen worse, but I've definitely seen a lot better. I'm hoping that's gonna fix our problem with the trailer being out of level. It don't get much more American than pressing the burn out listening to Rocky Top. Hey, we can grow corn here. Well, we might not be Rocky Top, but we can grow corn in the west part of Rocky Top anyway. #1 fight song. I think that's what it was voted.
Yeah. That's the only thing we got going for us.
The Pride of the Southland Band. I don't know, maybe old Pruitt's gonna turn it around. Bob says Tennessee football starts this Saturday. Yep. We'll have something to listen to on the radio. Since Atlanta Braves baseball ain't on the radio no more.
They clinched East, National League East for the 3rd time in a row last night.
Already?
Already.
Well, we'll suck it up in the playoffs. Always do. Shake it out. Old bushing. New bushing. This is an updated design. They're supposed to last a lot longer, but you just have the other. It's supposed to have a wiggling member hand. We have took the press before and press the man. just take it. Helps if you get it started straight. And then you put it in the truck and tighten the bejesus side of it. So we're leaving the seed production meeting, a harvest training meeting, talking to us about the Extend Flex soybeans and all the stuff we get to do for them. Have to do harvesting for them. They're still a stewarded variety, meaning they cannot find their way into the commercial chain. They don't want to risk them getting on a barge and going over to Europe because they're not approved over there yet. I don't know if they're approved for China yet or not, but basically they're just saying being super careful with them. Make sure we don't take them to the local grain elevator like Tyson or Mason Hall Grain. They've got to come down here to the co-op seed plant. When you get done cutting them, you gotta be super careful. Got to clean the combine out really good, blow all the extra seed out in the field before you start on another variety that'll go to a commercial elevator. But anyways, we got that training. Anytime we put them beans in the truck, we got to put this green placard on there. So, yeah, we got 210 acres in them things. It's gonna be real interesting. They did give us some good cookies though. Them sun guns are fire. They are good. So I think we found some of the issue with the hopper bottom. You see all that bust, how that's busted out. That spring keeper is supposed to, I guess when that thing gets loaded or whatever, it's not I don't know. I just know it needs fixing. We're fixing to fix it. There's one spot fixed. I put that angle over that old plate where it was busted out. Maybe prevent that from happening again. It ain't the prettiest. The inside, had to get in there and just about stand on my head to get in there and get it welded. But maybe that'll keep that from busting out again. We'll run it and see. So this track ride's not near as easy as the back. The back was able to use the 1-inch impact gun, but there just ain't enough room in there to use it. So we're having to go that route. That's one side done. We gotta go around to the other side. We got that welded up and repaired where it had busted out. Got that piece of angle iron in there for extra support. Had to do the same thing on this side. Y'all don't look at my welds, they look awful. I normally do a much better job than that, I promise, but that was not in the most easy spot to get to, and I had to fill a big gap in one spot. I don't know if Granny's at home.
Daddy,
Can you just please give us some peace for 5 minutes? You don't have to talk all the time. Welcome to our world. This is just 24/7. Alright, I'm coming to help. Come here and show everybody what you've done. So we get to looking for Walt, and this is what we find. Tell us what you did. Are you in trouble? Gosh almighty, boy. What was you thinking? So he took the graphite, the seed graphite, on the seed trailer and poured it all over himself and in the fungicide jugs that was on it. So I got to go home and give him a bath, and this is where we're going to call it a day. Can you tell him bye, Walt? What's wrong with you, man? Y'all hear that, boys and girls? That's the sound of dang air going in the tanks like it's supposed to. That line right there is a supply line. And it had something stopping it up. I took that off when we hit the truck valve, and it just goes. And I got that little bitty screwdriver there and poked up in the end of the line, and it blew like a wad of dirt and grass or something. Probably darn bug toted it in there, but them tanks are filling up now like they're supposed to. We're back in business. Oh yeah. Well, it don't matter if it is cross-threaded. Tight is tight. It ain't leaking. You put a little gasket maker on there, shoot. But boy, you can hear You can hear her doing stuff back here now. So we just took a non-adjustable height control rod and made it adjustable. We went to Ace and bought a turnbuckle and cut off the ends and welded it on there. We're going to get the specs off the this trailer. We found out part of the problem with the airbags. Well, the main problem with the airbags, it was not getting enough air through the main supply line from the truck. It was stopped up. So we got that fixed, but the ride height, the clearances right here is not the best. We got the trailer jacked up level right now to look at it, but it kept saying if the ride height wasn't where you needed to adjust the ride control height valve. Well, the rod on it was not adjustable, and the holes in the rod of the actual valve itself would be lowering it. This is not the original rear end that was under this trailer. This is a Rayco model 86AR that was on a lot of van trailers, and the guy I bought this trailer from took it and cut the old rear end out of it and put this one under there, and because the old one was busted up, and it worked good for a while, but as things wear and stuff, we put all new bushings and everything in it, but the clearances have always been tighter than I thought they should be. So we're going to found a manual for this rear end, this Rayco rear end, and we're going to get it and we're going to adjust the ride height. Now that we got that rod where you can adjust it, we're going to adjust the ride height to where it needs to be. They got the good old double fill up over here at the co-op. Don't take near as long. I remember back when fuel got up so high, like $4 or $5 a gallon for diesel. I think I put like, it got down low and I put like $600 or $700 worth of diesel in this thing one time. Thank goodness it's come down. It ain't near as bad as it was. I thought I was low. That truck holds 240 gallons. We still had 60 gallons left.